Exactly. Yeah. Hi, viewers. So today, somebody is joining me. This is Kasia. I'm going to be having money conversations, but as it relates to what's currently happening now. And today we just want to talk about this selfie generation where everybody's, on the social media, and there's so much pressure on people. I don't know what you think, but we are just going to be chatting about it, and we are going to share our thoughts. But whatever you think, feel free to share your thoughts. And we just want to talk about the selfie generation, how it's putting pressure on people generally, but especially young people that are still finding it difficult to navigate, how to handle the pressure. What do you think?
I think that nowadays it's more important just to have instead of to be. Really, it isn't important what values you have, but it's important is what you have, what car you drive, or what clothes you wear.
Yes, I think now it's like, and there was a survey that was conducted recently, and they talked about what did they talk about? They talked about young people. They said people don't want to wear the same clothes twice. They don't want to be tagged twice on social media, whether Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. So, and it's like, it's so true, because even celebrities too, they're so much under pressure, once they have won something. Can you imagine, even recently, somebody was saying our latest princess,
Meghan.
Yeah,
Markle.
yeah, somebody was saying, oh, she's worn that dress before. Yeah, she's worn that dress before. Why is she wearing it again? And I'm wondering, what is wrong in wearing the same thing?
Yeah.
This woman is being real, for Christ's sake. And not that she's a poor person, but she's happy with wearing the same dress. Why do you have to? So what defines us really? Are we defined by what we wear? There's so much pressure with this. I don't know. I really don't know, because for me, I think the pressure is becoming the pressure is becoming too much. That's
Yeah. Also, it's just also connected to if you don't have dirty clothes, you don't have to do any washing, ironing. You don't have to care about it.
okay. Well, that's another lifestyle. I don't know about that. But that's an expensive habit, isn't it?
It is, but
That's an expensive. Who's going to? I don't think any young one can afford that lifestyle, to be honest. Yes, maybe the celebrities, possibly, but we are now talking about normal people like you and I, and especially the young ones. How do you think this is sustainable? You can't. I don't think that's sustainable. Buying new clothes all the time, but I think there has to be a solution, especially because this selfie generation is putting so much pressure, even on mental health, I've heard. Yeah, because people get depressed.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, people are depressed.
Low self-esteem.
Yeah, but why would anybody get into that frame of mind? Why do you think?
Well, I think, to be honest, to be fair, and to defend them a little bit, I would say that the choice of things today is, you can buy everything in every color, and it's very tempting. It's just served to you in a way that you can't resist, really,
that's true.
I fall into this trap as well, to be honest. I want to be original. And for me, even, it's sometimes just very difficult to resist. So, I'm not surprised if young people are bombarded, with all these colors, new stuff, nice, fashionable clothes, and whatever it is, phones, computers, doesn't matter really. But
That is so true.
marketers,
That's so true.
they're using this.
And the marketers are really
Yeah.
getting so much at people,
Exactly.
And they have a way.
We even talked about it
Yes, we talked about
yesterday.
this before. Yeah, you need to understand their tactic. You need to understand their strategy, or else you fall into the same trap over and over
Exactly,
again.
yeah.
Because-
if you're unaware, because everybody
Yeah.
does the same.
Yeah, and you want to be
Yeah.
like everybody. You think, I'm not
Exactly.
doing anything differently. After all, that's what everybody is doing.
Exactly.
But you as a person, I think we have to start taking responsibility for the decisions I'm making, financial decisions. I don't have to.
Especially.
I don't have to buy what you have bought because I don't know how much you earn. Our earnings are different. One, then two, our tastes are different. Why should I do what you do, or why should you do what I do? And we have different goals in life. Maybe you have 10, 20 years goals, and maybe I'm just limited by 5 years. So why should we do the same thing?
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
I think people need to start actually saying that we cannot
Say it loudly. Exactly.
yeah,
That not buying is a choice.
no.
There is an option not to be like
Exactly. Maybe the options we should explore. What are the things that people could do, especially young people? Why am I saying young people? I think all of us fall into this trap, except now that some of us have kind of caught ourselves.
And we are still young, you know.
We are, that's true. Except now that some of us have caught ourselves and we are trying to we are now very intentional and very aware. So even when we go shopping, we know those tricks.
Exactly.
Those marketing tricks.
Exactly.
So we kind of pinch ourselves not to fall into it when we find ourselves. Because I won't tell you that, I cannot tell you that you are immune to it. You just have to develop mechanism or things that will make you to counter those things. Because I found myself picking some things, dropping in the shopping basket, only for me, having that second thought that, do you really need this? That's when I'll find myself picking it and dropping.
This is voice of my husband. Do you really need it?
People, we need to start differentiating needs and wants.
Yeah, I agree.
Most of us, it's what we want that we make it look as, I need this. I need this desperately.
But you are touching something very important, because it's not actually very popular not to buy things. I would say that people now are doing, you can shop there is like sales, or there is like discount, whatever.
Yeah.
Not to buy is not very popular, so I really admire and just appreciate that you're doing this.
Yeah, because there's this stats out there that says 1 out of 10 borrow money that they can't afford just to appear like every other person. If I want to borrow money, I want to borrow money to do business. I want to borrow money to do investment that is going to give me the returns that is higher than the cost of my borrowing. Why would I want to borrow money to go on holidays?
Exactly.
Why would I want to borrow money just to appear good, on social media? And the truth that all of us we need to actually face is that if we decide, for instance, now that we want to take pictures and we do selfies, it's the best one that we are going to put out there. And people need to start realizing that it's not how we are all the time.
That it's staged. Really.
Yeah, exactly. I like that point. It's like we stage ourselves.
Yeah.
This is what we want the world to see about us. That may not be us all the time. And people that are viewing us, if they start thinking, oh my God, this girl is so happy, this girl is so, and maybe when you travel, you are at the airport, you take pictures, you put it out there, and somebody's like, oh my God,
Facebook, so everybody would know
where you are, and it's like, oh my God, this girl is traveling, she's always going on. You actually have no clue what that person is doing.
Exactly.
Some people are drowning in debt, especially for those of us that is in this place. They're drowning in debt.
It's difficult. It's really difficult to be resistant to all those things.
Is it?
Temptation is huge, I would say.
But I think awareness will help us.
Knowledge.
Because if you don't, I can't say it's difficult, because if I know my debt balance every month and I receive that credit card or whatever loan or whatever it is, I receive that statement, that should be a kind of a check for me. Or what do you think?
Yeah.
That should be a check for anybody.
This is like addiction, because making shoppings make you feel better. So what you do when you feel bad, when you find out your statement, you go, okay, small shopping wouldn't make it even big, worse.
Touch on another thing, and especially I don't know whether it happens to men. I will need to talk to guys to know, because for us women, I think that happens to us quite often. When you are not feeling right about things, you find yourself okay, I'm going to make myself feel good regardless of whatever is going on in my life, whether it's my relationship with my, whatever. You just go and I said, it's like you're saying, let me spoil myself, and we are spoiling ourselves into debt.
You mentioned to me about this dessert thing. We are getting dessert before
Before
meal.
before the main
That's
meal.
how I feel sometimes.
Before the main meal. Yeah.
But this is something really very, it's like an invisible enemy, really. Because this money is spent, you can't see them, but you can see the clothes you are buying. But something what really makes you drawing in that is this invisible enemy, this eager of having new things. To be honest, I fall into it.
And I think all of us do at some point in time until we catch ourselves. And I think another thing, I don't know how we need to help ourselves anyway. What are the things that you think we should actually do or pay more attention or stop doing really to actually help us in this selfie generation so that we don't continually, those that are watching us, that we are falling into that trap, how we can get out, people can get out of it. What do you think
I think that,
do?
we can't stop words, so we need to just try to find out ourselves, our way in this world. So I think that this what is done now, that making people aware, like young people, that they have other choices, that's not what they are
What other
bombarded.
choices?
They don't have to buy. This is another choice. That
It's
they
difficult,
don't have
but they
to.
want
That this
to-
money actually could be spent differently. You don't need, just to show them that they don't really need it. That it's not something that add value to them. Really.
Yeah. And I think people can be very creative especially with clothing. You can innovate. You can change.
like these African styles.
Okay.
Colors.
Exactly. Add colors.
remarks.
Yeah.
But sewing
And
is
can
not
revamp.
very popular now. Nobody wants to do it. It's
Yeah,
just-
that's true. But I think you can style yourself differently. Just add colors and just very creative. And you can swap clothes.
Of course,
I think people can swap clothes.
This is actually a very
can
good
swap
idea.
clothes.
This
Yeah,
is,
people
I
can
think
swap.
that this is brilliant, but not everybody wants to use used clothes. Not sure why. Because very often when I was little, I used my sister's clothes.
I don't
for
see any,
example.
to be honest, if you know that it's going to put you into debt, why not? It's a matter of just take it out to the laundress if you are not sure of, take it out to the laundress, make it clean, very clean, and why not put it on? After all, people go, and also, why can't you go to the charity shops to get
I love
something
going
new?
to charity shops.
you know.
I love it. I do many
so-
things out of this
Exactly.
stuff.
So
You can
put it
find
very-
precious.
So at least you know that you can shop for when you have a budget of what you want to spend on clothing or those kind of things. You get more for your money rather than go for the very expensive.
And the
all
reward
that.
is there. This is the thing. That at the end of the month, if you realize that you didn't spend it, it's really rewarding. It gives me it gives me the drive actually not to do things.
Yeah.
Think before I spend.
And that money you can use to
Reward
pushing
myself
up.
as well.
Yeah, you can do. For me, I think when you save, you need to save.
Of
Because a
course.
lot of us will save to spend. But when I save, I want to save to really save or save to invest. Maybe I'm saving towards holiday, saving towards a short-term dream or a short-term goal.
But this is the
or
award.
short-term,
Yeah, this
that's
is
the
the-
yeah. Or maybe to invest, maybe there are shares I need to buy. Those kind of things. We need to learn to actually live within our means. Yeah. I know the pressure is so much for this age.
That would be good if you could do something actually about how to do it. Some
How
pointers,
to-
because you taught me a lot of
Yeah,
things.
I
and
know.
I think it would be great.
Okay, maybe one of those days, yes, I will do. Yeah, I will
Some
do, I'll do
pointers,
some pointers,
just
yeah.
how to start at least,
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
when I was in that, actually, I thought that, oh God, nothing will help me. But only small
All
amounts.
those small
It's
changes,
just-
those
it
small
makes big difference,
changes,
really.
yeah.
Small change make big
Yeah,
difference.
and that's where the discipline is, because you had to. Don't forget, you had to go on a discipline journey. If you didn't go on, there's small things, small things that we do repeatedly every day. They make massive changes later on. Because if you look at yourself, and at the end of the day, it makes you more confident of yourself,
Of course. That's-
your
that's-
self-worth. And if people, I think if we work more on ourselves than what is inside than all this outside, I think it will take care. Yeah,
I think
it will
also
take-
that actually you just touched something that is the reason for all this situation, that especially young people studying, they fall into that, because they think about what is outside, not inside.
Yeah, because that's what the world system is. We pay more attention
Yeah.
to the externalities rather than who we are. The who is more than what we have. The who.
I absolutely
Yeah, the who. So I hope this little money chat has been, I hope it's been inspiring. I hope it's educative, and this just sharing thoughts. These are conversations that people don't have every day, and people find difficult to have. And we want to use this to challenge you also to have those money conversations. I think it's important we have, because if we don't have those conversations, we don't take care of our finances. And until we see you next time, you're going to see this face quite often. Yeah? I'm going to be bringing her, because I know she's been on a journey that is rewarding now. Yeah, she'll be able to share her journey and her experiences with us. So see you next time. And my name is still Atinuke, and she is Kasia.
Bye.
Okay, so bye, and subscribe if you have not subscribed for similar video uploads. Bye.